I'm Willa Payton Smith, and this is my husband, John Payton Smith, and we live in Morningside in Atlanta.
So we built this house in 2009. Before that, we were in Virginia Highlands, so we really just moved up the street about half a mile. When we built the house, we tried to build it as green as possible. So it's actually Earthcraft Gold certified. We have solar hot water system. We have a rainwater catchment, isonine spray insulation. We did everything we could, but we stopped short on the solar panels for electricity. At that time, one, we couldn't really afford it, and the payback wasn't really there. So we're excited to be coming back and doing that now. Yeah, I guess, back at the time, the payback wasn't really there. The prices were high. So I think in the sort of 8 or 9 years since then, the prices have come down a lot. I don't think they're going to go down much further. And the federal tax rebate is still in place. So we were keen to try and get ahead of that because they're basically paying 30% of the cost. To be honest, I can't really remember. I think I saw a couple of things on neighborhood blogs and neighborhood emails, and it just caught my eye, and I went out and took a look at it and put my name down on the interested list before the campaign launched. So far, I'd say it's been very professional. We've been positively pleased. Jordan came out and gave us our initial quote and estimate. He was very professional, easy to work with. We were pleased when the engineers came out to verify, and the specs, the detailed engineering specs, confirmed what Jordan had estimated. So that's been really good. Communication's been really good along the way.
Yeah, I think for me, well, for both of us, we've really been trying to do our part and being green. And when we built the house, we really made every effort that we could afford to do. And for me, this is kind of like completing the story. We feel like we actually will have a very green house, and we feel like it will help us market the house when we put it on the market when we're ready to downsize. So, very excited about this.
I think we've been thinking about it for a long time. Solarize Atlanta campaign came along and helped us sort of push us over the edge. Mm-hmm. To be honest, if it wasn't for that, I'm not sure we'd be doing it right now. Right. But they've made it really easy. We didn't have to go out and get a bunch of quotes from different contractors. We didn't have to educate ourselves to make sure we were getting the right technology. There's no haggling on the pricing. No. So we feel really good about just making a quick decision and jumping on the bandwagon.
Awesome.
Well, as part of the proposal process, they give you the battery as an option. To be honest, it's a significant cost, so you need to think twice about it. But for here in Georgia, unfortunately, Georgia Power doesn't have a very good buyback program. So when they buy excess electricity back from you, they buy back at a very low rate, and it's only 20-25% of what you actually pay for the electricity that you use from them. So the battery helps allow you to store that energy when you're generating it during the day and use it overnight, and minimize what you sell back to Georgia Power, which helps to maximize the return on your investment. And then the other nice thing, obviously, is that if the power does go out, and here in Georgia, you get that occasionally with a summer storm or the occasional winter snow, we'll be largely self-sufficient during that time.
And then we also have thought about down the road, if we get an electric vehicle, that we can use that battery for charging at nighttime. So it gives us some flexibility with that.
What would it be like to have this whole neighborhood with solar panels on it? It would be something.
I think that's the way of the future. So it's really hopefully just a question of time. Mm-hmm. So we'd love to see more of our neighbors do it too.